Hiya, my friend. Someone asked me, can you paint Western houses with Chinese ink? I want to answer this question, but not with words, with painting. I'm going to paint a houses in East London, painted with ink, just ink. No color. Let me show you how I did it. I always start with a sketch, not to be perfect, just to find the space. English buildings have something I really love. The window is big, tall, very spatial. That space that push out from the wall. Every time I paint these windows, I think about a room I used to live, my flatmate's room. A big window, a sofa that we talk a lot. Now we live in different cities, but the window stays. In this video, I will show you 3 things: how I decide the composition, what went wrong with the perspective, and how dark and light. No color create a space. Let's dive into it.
Hello, my name is Wenjin. I'm an ink artist. I'm from Taiwan. Now I live in London. In this channel, I would like to share about my ink art creativity as well as the topics that I talk a lot with my friends about my 30s. If this channel sounds like your style, please subscribe. Let's be friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks me later.
Which part of this building is the main subjects? Have a guess. The window, doorway, the wall. For this building, the windows. That's the main subject. Everything else, the wall, the rooftop, it needs to fade back, quieter, softer, less details. English buildings, I find them actually quite difficult to paint because the lines are very straight, very precise. Ink doesn't like straight lines. Ink like to move. So I don't try to make it perfect. I try to find the feeling, the weight of the old bricks, the height of the windows, yeah, that feel more realistic. So here's what happened. I started putting ink on and I realized the perspective was wrong. The vanishing point, I had one, but actually this building is not wide enough to need it. It looked fake, looked a drawing exercise, not like a real street, so I decided to remove it. And I emphasized a tree in front instead. The tree creates the depth, not the lines. You don't need perfect perspective. You need something in front and something behind. And between the two creates a wide space to show the distance. Yeah? That works. And the tree, this is where most people, including me, make a mistake.
I just wanted to practice and show you guys. So here we go. Oh, this paper is really easy to spread out ink. So now I'm kind of knowing how much ink I should draw and cool. I think in terms of the tree, you can see here is lower, here is higher, and I think it's more natural to do this way. So now is because the tree, these it seems like only stay here, so I wanted to do a little bit different. So, and because the space has a lot of this over here, so I'm trying to, to create a little bit lighter ink here. It's less important that is here, so keep the dark ink more on top and on top over here, and there. So each ink I draw here, you can see from lighter to darker. This is good way to show the beauty of ink. This bit is darker, right? And then around it, and there's a lighter ink over here so it can create really beautiful leaves.
So, can you paint Western houses with a Chinese ink? But let me be honest about this painting. There's three things I like: rooftop, the big window, and the texture of the brick wall. That part I am very happy about. One thing I wanted to improve is the trees, the shape, the branches, the different tones of leaves. Like I showed you earlier, I'm still practicing. I think the reason I like to use ink, black and white and gray, to draw buildings is because I love the brush that can create different lines, and in each line you can really show your unique personality. Sometimes if you can recognize the lines is really thin and straight, you can easily notice the feeling the artist was trying to create when they draw it. And I think this is such a fascinating thing as an artist, to draw your mood through lines or through different type of gray color. So I think that my recent goal for my art practice, I wanted to focus more time on capturing different type of Western houses, because I live in London here, and I think living in London, the good thing is that there are so many different type of houses here, and I would love to explore more different houses. And I also love the fact that, for example, when I draw tree leaves, you can easily tell the distance when I use light gray and dark gray, and when these two different type of ink combine together, you can easily tell the distance. And then I love the fact that by using such a small difference of ink, it creates a big distance together, the space on the painting. I found it is really unique. So I have a question for you. Is there any buildings you want me to paint next time? Or feel free to share what is the things you found it very difficult when you draw buildings. I would like to know. I think this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are still watching until now, thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you wanted to watch more content like this. Feel free to share it to someone, some of your friends who might like this content, who want to join this practice journey to draw houses together. I will see you next week.